Hello everyone, Pilates with me here. So today we are discussing our upper and our middle backs. And our upper and our middle backs tend to be less prone to trouble compared to our lower backs. And the reason for that is the upper and our middle backs don't take on or bear the load of our body weight as much as our lower backs do. And so there's many reasons for our upper and our middle back to hurt. There's simple reasons and there's complicated reasons. The simple reasons are purely we may have just strained a ligament or a muscle that supports our mid spine, and therefore we've overused that muscle, and therefore it starts to feel a little bit tight, stiff, maybe even a bit of a sharp pain. Another reason is just poor posture, and for that reason we need to focus on sitting up nice and tall when we're sitting, opening the shoulders, or standing up nice and tall, opening the shoulders, and just trying to keep our spine in a neutral spinal position as opposed to flexing forward all the time, which puts overuse or overpressure on a certain muscle or ligament, causing that pain to occur. And we need to focus on keeping our spine in neutral and working on these stretches and working on loosening our upper and middle back, because if we don't, those simple reasons for our pain can lead to more complicated reasons for our pain, such as a slipped disc or a pinched nerve, or maybe even osteoporosis or osteoarthritis. And so for that reason, we really just need to take care of our upper and our middle back, as well as our lower backs. So I've got 8 lovely stretches for you guys to do today. I mean, it's good for you to do even if you don't have any upper or middle back pain. But it's good for you to do as well if you do have that little irritation, you're feeling a bit stiff from a day's work, leaning over a table, leaning over clients, whatever. So yeah, all you're going to need, guys, is a ball. And if you don't have a ball, then just use a pillow between your legs. It's just for one of the stretches, that's all. And then the other 7 stretches don't require any equipment. So we're going to get started. You're going to start sitting with your legs crossed. Now, remember, if you can't sit comfortably in this position, then just prop yourself up on a pillow or do these exercises on a chair. We're going to start off with sitting up nice and tall. So remember, you got to get that chest open. You got to get those shoulders down. And then we're going to grab hold of the back of the head. Lock the shoulders down, and you're going to take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, we're just going into simple little side bends. You want to reach that opposite elbow all the way up so that you feel a beautiful expansion into that side. And then you inhale through the center, exhale to the other side. And you guys can do more reps than I'm about to do. Exhale. Inhale. Just one more. And then bring it all the way back to the center. You're going to keep the hands behind the head. And now the idea is not to get the opposite elbow and the knee to touch. It's more about rounding the back and getting that stretch down your side. So you're going to take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, you're going to reach, pulling that belly button to spine, and then you're going to inhale, come to center. You exhale, you're going to swap it over. So we're going to alternate. And then inhale, you're going to lift, exhale, and inhale, you're going to lift. Always try to come back to that position that you started in. Inhale, center, try to do 2 more. Exhale, scoop, inhale, and last one, exhale, scoop, and inhale. You're going to rest your hands down for our 3rd stretch. It's your mermaid stretch. So you're going to bring 1 foot in front, 1 foot to the back. And remember, your hips don't have to be flat. It all depends on how tight your hips are. You're taking your left hand and you're placing it just in line with the left hip, but then slightly to the back, opening up the chest, engaging the core. And we're going to open up that right arm. So it's just a little stretch. When you come forward, you're going to scoop the tummy in and see if you can actually get that right hand to touch the left wrist. And it's going to stretch here and twist that thoracic spine. But now if you don't feel much, then move your hand a little bit further away from you, scoop deeper, and reach a little bit further. You're just going to inhale, open, And then you're going to exhale, close. You're going to inhale, open. Then exhale, close. 2 more. If any of these stretches feel good, then just go for longer or hold for longer. Now I want you to actually just grab onto that left wrist and hold. Pull, feel that rotation, drop the chin, take deep breaths. Release it and lift it up. You're going to swap it over to the other side. So that right foot's going to come forward, left foot's going to go back. That right hand goes in line with the right hip and then moves back to where you think you're going to feel comfortable. Put the palm flat, open up that left arm, take a deep breath in, and then exhale round and reach towards that right wrist. Inhale, you're going to open, and exhale, you're going to round. Inhale, you're going to open, and exhale, you're going to round. Inhale, open, exhale, round. One last one. Then exhale, round and hold. Remember, scoop the tummy in, drop the chin, round that back. Take deep breaths. And then bring it all the way back up to the center. So it might not be a direct stretch on where you're feeling stiff, but what we're doing is we're rotating that thoracic spine side to side, forward and back, up and down. We're doing all of that movement because we tend to sit in one posture for the whole day and the bones just get absolutely stuck on each other, and we're trying to loosen them up and open the vertebra away from each other. Now we're going to move on to the next stretch, which is we need our pillow for this one, pillow or ball. You're going to lay flat on your back. It is not effective if you are not squeezing your knees together. So that is why we're adding in the ball, so that you know you've got a constant pressure. You're going to open up the elbows, open up the arms, and then imprint, lift your legs to tabletop, squeeze your ball. Now, engage in the core, you're going to inhale. On your exhale, we're dropping it to one side. Inhale to lift. Exhale, dropping it to the other side. Keep going. So you might think that this is a lower back stretch, which it is. It's fantastic for the lower back. But by keeping the shoulders flat down and in place, we're also rotating that thoracic spine, that upper and that middle back. I like to call it a salt and pepper movement. We're just grinding it side to side. Do 2 more. Last one. Bring it back to the center. Okay, the next one you do without the ball or the pillow. You're going to get yourself into what I like to call a pretzel. So we're going to move onto our side. So let's all go onto the left side. Support your head. Now it's a little bit of a funny one. You're going to try and grab hold of the bottom foot, okay? Rotate almost like you're trying to get your shoulders down. And then you're going to pull that top knee towards you. Okay, so now the more comfortable you get into this position, the more you can actually split your legs apart from each other. And I want you to now try and place both shoulders flat down. So you're pulling with that left arm, pulling with that right hand, and you're pushing the shoulders straight down. So you can imagine you moving your thoracic spine in all ways, all directions. Yeah. Just hold for 30 seconds. Draw navel to spine. And you might feel it in different places besides that thoracic spine. Like I'm also feeling it a bit in my bum here. And then I'm also feeling it down my right side, thoracic spine. I'm opening up the chest. You might feel it in your pec as you try and push that shoulder down. Release it and then try it on the other side. So first start on the side, slide the bottom foot back, grab onto it. And then that's when you start wiggling yourself onto your back. So your hips are on their side, but your shoulders are flat. You're going to take that hand, grab the opposite leg, pull towards the armpit. Remember, try to split the legs as much as possible, and then just relax into that position. You really are in a pretzel here. Expand that chest. One side might feel a little bit different from the other side, because remember, we tend to compensate through the day, and we use one side way too much compared to the other. Okay, you're going to release it, and we're going to swing ourselves up onto our hands and our knees for the last few stretches. So this one's called cat-cow. We're going to have our hands under shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And all I want you guys to do is exhale. You're going to cat stretch. So you round your spine, putting the belly button in. See how I'm squeezing the tummy in? And then you're going to inhale, cow stretch, look as high as you can. So you can see we're flexing the thoracic spine, and then we're extending the thoracic spine. Just do 2 more. Flex and extend. Last one. And extend. Bring it back to your neutral spine, and we're going into thread the needle. So from here, you do not lean your bum back. You keep it above the knees. Take your right arm and just thread it underneath that left armpit. You see I'm bending that left elbow. You want to reach the right shoulder, right ear, or just the base of the head onto the mat, and reach that left hand to the top of the mat. But now what happens here is a lot of people put their hands flat. I want you to try come up onto the fingertips so that you can open that left shoulder and look underneath it. And then your hips are going to be pushed to the right side. Move them towards the right. And it's going to open up that thoracic spine. It's beautiful. It's one of my favorites. Just hold. Breathe. Let gravity and that breath do all the work. Swap it over to the other side. Remember, you can hold for longer if it feels good. You're going to take the left hand now, slide it underneath that right armpit, lay down on that left shoulder and left ear. You walk the right hand to the top of the mat, come up onto the fingertips, look underneath that right armpit, and then push your hips to the left this time, and just hold. Release it, press it up. Now from here, you're going to roll the shoulders back. Again, the bum does not lean backwards. It stays above the knees. So we're going to reach one hand forward. This is called the puppy stretch. Other hand forward. And you slide your hands forward as far as you can, dropping the chest to the mat. But now don't look down. I want you to try lift your chin and look forward. So the aim of the game here is opening up that chest and extending that upper back and middle back. And eventually we want to be able to rest the chest flat onto the floor and lift the chin without moving the bum. This one can be quite a hectic one for some people. So just do what you can. You might not be as low as I am. Anything that does not feel like a relief and feels like it's causing a sharp pain, immediately stop. Push it all the way up. And then you're going to come into a beautiful little child's pose for the last one, where your knees are together, feet together. You're going to rest the forehead down onto the mat and take the hands alongside the body. Completely let gravity pull you down. You don't want any tension in your body whatsoever. Then just gently press yourself all the way back up, scoop the tummy in, roll your spine up, open those shoulders, open that chest. Good, guys. So if you do that maybe once a day in the morning, maybe 7 days a week, then you are going to start feeling a lot more open, a lot more mobility in that upper and that mid back. So just keep doing it and bear with it, and things should start to get a little bit better. And even if you don't have back pain, it's really just going to help, because remember, prevention is better than cure. Good luck, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Take care. Bye.